Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Shama channel. How are you guys doing? Here we are for the World Cup preview, World Cup 2022 in Qatar. This is going to be a two-in-one video actually. First part of the video, World Cup preview. You've been asking for it and here it is. I'm going to use my limited knowledge of international football to do this preview and predict using the World Cup bracket who is going to take home the golden trophy. And then the second part, we're going to talk about World Cup fantasy football. Just as we do in the Serie A, we're going to do a Uncle Shama League where you can win a prize if you are finishing first. But without further ado, let's get into the World Cup preview. So, World Cup kicking off Sunday, 8 p.m. kickoff here in the UK. I'm sure very, very different kickoffs all around the world, but I'm excited now. The hype is starting to build. Yes, it's not as hyped as maybe other World Cups, but the World Cup is the World Cup to me, guys. Yes, there's been controversy around, the way it was assigned to Qatar, the whatever's happened in the building of the stadiums. I do not agree with all of that. But once the tournament starts, it is what it is. I am interested in football. I love football. World Cup is the biggest tournament in football I will be watching. And I won't be involved in any of the politics. I want to watch football. And here we are, the World Cup bracket. This is on the official World Cup FIFA website where you can go and play this yourself to fill out your own bracket. We'll do group by group and then get towards the end of the tournament, starting off with Group A, of course, with Qatar. The first match is going to be Qatar versus Ecuador. Obviously Qatar gonna have that the home advantage, so as to say, the host country. You always know there's a bit of extra oomph, a bit of extra juice for the home country. And there's some rumors flying around about Qatar maybe bribing Ecuador players, but I don't know how much credence I'm giving to those. Although as I grow older, I do start to believe those things a bit more. And if you watch the FIFA Netflix documentary, you probably will believe it. But anyway, apart from that, I think Qatar, just because of that home advantage. Ecuador are not that great of a team. I don't actually know many of the Qatar players myself, but I feel like that home advantage, everything going, historic moment of this first Middle Eastern World Cup, the big part of the region will be with them. And they've been preparing for this for a while. So I think their players will be raring to go. They will be ready in terms of weather, the atmosphere, the climate. They'll be ready to go. So I think, Qatar can win that game. And I think that'll probably be the only game they actually win. So I don't think they'll finish last. I think they'll probably finish third. Ecuador last. Ecuador is still running the likes of Ener Valencia. Moises Caicedo is very good. But apart from that, Estupiñán, it doesn't strike me as a great team, unfortunately. But they might prove me wrong. I'm tipping Netherlands to be the winner of this group. So I'm putting Netherlands first. Memphis Depay up front. Bergwijn is good for them. De Ligt, Van Dijk, great backline. De Vrij is also there, but he's probably going to be the backup. Dumfries, obviously gets a lot of flack from Inter fans, but he's always good for the Netherlands. Frankie de Jong, they've got a strong team. So I'm tipping them to finish top. I'll put Senegal second, even without Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane today confirmed that he's not going to be taking part of the World Cup due to his injury. But to me, Senegal still, as they proved, the best African country at the AFCON. And I think even without Mane, as I said, I think they will be strong. Koulibaly leading them to, I think, a second spot in the group. Third, as I said, Qatar will take it. They will just nick it from Ecuador, but not enough to advance to the next stage. Moving on to Group B. Ooh, this is a tasty one. Iran, USA, England, Wales. I mean, if you don't want to get involved in politics, this is the worst group possible, because this is politics FC, this group. But as I said, I'm going to ignore all of that. Iran are actually a team I like. They've got an interesting team. Of course, they've got Taremi up front, who, I think Taremi could start for many top teams around Europe. He's a good striker. I'm not going to say he's world class or anything, but he's a good striker. Azmoun as well is part of the team. Leverkusen boy, looks like he wasn't going to make it into the squad because of like some political issues, but he's made it. They're coached by Carlos Queiroz, a great coach. He's, when you talk about terrorist football, he is, right up there. And I think they're going to be solid. I think they got a good team spirit from what I've seen. So I'm tipping them actually to be doing okay in this group. But I think England will take it home. It's not coming home, but they will take this group home. I think they're just too strong compared to the other teams. Wales, we know what they're like. they rely on Gareth Bale and Ramsey to kind of bail them out, pun intended. But I don't know. I've got a sneaky feeling. There's always surprises, in the World Cup. Nothing ever goes to completely, how the rankings are and how you expect things to go. I'm gonna go for like a little surprise package of Iran finishing second. That's my Persian brothers. Come on, I think they can do it. And then I'm gonna go Wales to finish third in the USA. I'm sorry to my American if you are supporting the USA. I don't know. It's a decent team on paper, the USA, when you look at it. But from what I've seen in their qualifying stage, like, they don't seem very together. They don't seem to be clicking at the moment. And I think Wales are a better team. But again, I don't know too much about the USA, so I might be completely proven wrong on this one. Group C, I think this is one of the most clear groups. I think Argentina easy running away with this, and I'll put it out there. Who am I supporting for this in this World Cup? Italy are not there. Sad, travesty. It's a disgrace that Italy are not there once again. Another World Cup missed. So I'm going to be supporting Argentina. I'm not going to be supporting them like crazy and going, but they're my team in this. They are my team in this, and I'm also tipping them to be the favorites to take home this tournament. To me, everything is, the stars are aligning for them. They won the Copa America, so they are the reigning South American champions. Brazil are the other, bookies' favorites alongside them. When you look at it in Italy, Napoli are at the moment on course to winning the Serie A. Of course, we're not even halfway through, but it's the Diego Armando Maradona factor. Imagine Napoli and Argentina winning it in the same year. That is the Maradona year, if there ever was one. But Messi coming back into form at PSG, De Paul, Paredes midfield, backline, Otamendi, Romero solid, Emi Martinez in goal solid, and they just seem to be clicking finally. Even when they had probably better individual teams in the past, they seem to be clicking a lot more now. Di Maria always steps up as always. Lautaro Martinez is stepping up more than the likes of Tevez, Higuain, Aguero ever did for Argentina. Like, he is really proving to be the perfect partner for Messi and co. And I think Lautaro is one of my hot favorites to be top scorer in this tournament potentially. But yeah, going back to this group, I think Argentina will be running away with this one. I would be surprised if they don't win all 3 of their games. Between Poland and Mexico is actually quite close. I'm not too sure. I mean, Mexico's not as strong as they have been last few World Cups. They've always been one of the kind of dark horses, or kind of the underdog favorites. But Poland they weren't good at the Euros, and they're not usually that good whenever I watch them international level. But I don't know. Lewandowski's playing good for Barcelona. Zielinski's really stepping up for Napoli this season. Yeah, I'll put Poland second, Mexico third, and Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry, I think they're going to be the whipping boys of this group, unfortunately. But again, if they prove me wrong, I'm very happy for them. Group D, this is a interesting one because we know France. Again, they're probably one of the favorites. Always right up there. The depth, the amount of talent and quality that they have, athleticism all around. Hey, the chemistry is not always great. We saw at the Euros they kind of fell apart as well. But Benzema coming off his Ballon d'Or year, but Mbappe looks like he's recovered to his usual levels as well. Backline is strong. Midfield is probably not as strong, but I think it's good enough that they will take the first place. I think Denmark, Christian Eriksen coming back, great story. In general, they're a good team. They've got very good chemistry. We saw it at the Euros. They might not have the individual talent, but in general, they've got a good, decent team. And I think they are superior to Tunisia and Australia. And I'm sorry to my Australian brothers, I don't know, I'm just going to give Tunisia to finish third and Australia last. I know there's a lot of Interisti in Australia, my Aussie brothers, but I don't know. I'm going for like some of the underdogs in some of my picks, and I hope they prove me right. Group E, this is an interesting one. Germany, Spain, of course, the favorites, but then you got Japan. Japan are always got some good technical quality in their teams. So you should never count them out. Costa Rica, Not too familiar with their team, to be honest, apart from, of course, Keylor Navas in goal. I am going to go for Germany to finish first. I think they have the quality, the talent, the depth, the athleticism, a young, hungry team. They've changed from Joachim Löw. Finally, that needed to be done. Hansi Flick is one of the best coaches in the world. They lack a striker. They definitely lack a number 9 or a proper goal scorer up front. But at the same time, Spain lack that as well. We know Morata isn't the most reliable number 9 in general. And again, Luis Enrique is one of the best coaches in this tournament, if not the best coach in this tournament. And we saw it, Spain, they're on paper, they still don't look that much of a good team, to be honest. In the Euros, I was surprised how well they did. But they still have quality. They can keep the ball for days. And I think in this tournament, I don't think Germany actually might struggle, because it's going to be hot. I don't think you can be pressing and keeping the high line and being, transitioning it back and forth all game. I think, a team like Spain controlling the game, keeping the tempo a bit lower, might actually benefit from this. So actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they finish first. But yeah, unfortunately, I do like Japan. Japan is actually one of the teams I would, apart from Argentina, I do always like to support Japan. With a weak spot for some of their players. Their kits are always banging. So I hope actually Japan go through and prove me wrong. But fortunately, I'm going to put them third here. Group F, Morocco, Canada, Belgium, Croatia. This is a very balanced group. I think this might be the most balanced group. Actually, the next one probably might be as well. Canada, this is another team that I have a very soft spot for. I like the story behind the players, the personalities, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David. The way they've qualified in the qualifiers as well. Young, vibrant, energetic team. I like them. I'm actually, and Morocco's obviously, quality team as well. Some real outstanding individual talents like Hakimi and Ziyech. Ziyech who scored a banging goal from halfway line today, by the way. Croatia, I feel like they're a bit on the downward trajectory now after the last few really good tournaments. The Euros already, they were kind of flat. They lack, the Mandzukic character up front, I feel. And Belgium, they're just on the real, this is not the golden generation anymore, for sure. The golden generation is rusting now. It's the rusting generation. They're all getting older. Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Lukaku. It's not that time anymore. So it's a difficult one, this one. I think I'm going to go for Croatia to win it. And I'm going to go for Canada to qualify. And then Belgium and Morocco. I don't think Belgium will qualify. That's my prediction. I don't think Lukaku will be fit. And I think, Hazard and De Bruyne, I don't think will be enough to carry them through to the next round. I think this enthusiastic Canada team will go to the next one. Group G, Brazil. Another, I think it's, my two favorites for this tournament are to win it are Brazil and Argentina. Not much to discuss there, in my opinion. I think Serbia, I'm going to put Serbia second. This is a Serbia A or a Serie A. There's 11 Serie A players, I believe, in this Serbia team. Crazy. Serie A fans are going to be liking this Serbia team. I would like them even more if bloody Vlahovic and Kostic didn't move to Juventus, but it is what it is. Still, SMS, Ilic, Milenkovic. It's a very interesting team to watch. A lot of players that I like, very technical. Jovic, of course, as well. Mitrovic up front, Tadic, quality technical team. I think they're going to win that, or they're going to win some games and go through as second, and then Switzerland and Cameroon, unfortunately for Onana. It's a very balanced group, so it's hard to pick, but it is what it is. I don't want to be spending too much time deeply analyzing these. Final group H, Korea, Ghana, Uruguay, Portugal. I think Portugal finishing first. Ronaldo, of course. I think his team, Fernando Santos, will bore us to death as usual. But there's so much quality in that Portugal team, man. Leao, João Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, of course. It's crazy talent. And at the back as well, Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, Mendes. I think they're going to win it. I think it's going to be close in this one. It's crazy. I think Uruguay are some dark horses in this as well. I think Uruguay and Ghana next, and that is my completed group stage. Now we move on to the knockout phases. I'm going to go for, okay, so Netherlands versus Iran. Unfortunately, nice story, Iran making it through, but I think Netherlands will take this one. Argentina, Denmark. Argentina will take this, in my opinion. Germany, Canada. Canada, again, great story when they make it to this, but in the education stadium, the Al Janoub Stadium, Germany will take it on to the next round where Brazil will nick it past Uruguay, and then England will nick it past Senegal, and then France will go past Poland. Here, Croatia, Spain, I think Spain will nick it. And then here, I'm going to go for an upset. I'm going to go for Serbia nicking it against Portugal. Don't ask me why. That's just my feeling right now. Now, moving on to these Lusail Stadium, Netherlands versus Argentina. As I said, Argentina are my favorites to win it, so I'm taking them right to the end. And then Germany, Brazil. Brazil taking revenge, guys. You heard it here first. Brazil taking revenge on Germany, beating them, edging past, and creating a semi-final, an all-time semi-final against Argentina. England against France. I think England are going to take this and then go on to face Spain. That is my prediction there. And then Argentina, as I said, they are my favorites to go on to the final and then to face Spain. It's going to be a Spanish-speaking final of Argentina versus Spain. And my winner is Lionel Messi winning and lifting the World Cup. So there it is, guys. There it is. This is my World Cup bracket. Let me know your thoughts below on my predictions. What do you think? I want to know your predictions. Who's going to take it home? Top scorer, I'm going to go for... It's very hard to predict top scorers when you look back at history. Like, there is no pattern. There's no real way to predict it. There's always some random winners. Sometimes people win it from just group stage goals, like Kane won it last time round. I'm going to go for Neymar because he takes penalties for Brazil as well. I'm going to go for Neymar. That's my pick. I'm going to go Neymar or Lautaro Martinez for Argentina. Those are my two picks. And yeah, surprise of the tournament for me, Serbia. Now, guys, let's finish up with Fantasy World Cup. Thank you for waiting around. If you have been waiting for this, here is the code to join my league. I've put it down in the description box. So make sure you copy and paste this once you make your team and join the Uncle Shama YouTube League. As I said, the winner will be able to take home around, I think we said, we're deciding, but around, $20, $25 Amazon gift card for the winner. So, make it interesting because it helps people to stay engaged right until the end. Just a little bit of fun, just like our Serie A Fantasy League. The rules are pretty simple, similar to other fantasy leagues. Group stage, max 3 players per nation, and it increases as you go on. You can pick a captain, but you can also change the captain depending on the match day. If they are playing on different match days, same as substitutions. You can replace and move around players from the subs bench if they haven't played yet, depending on the match days. There's boosters as well, unlimited transfer before the game starts, and then there is two transfers per match day, and then unlimited once the knockout stages start. So yeah, very, very nice. So make sure you guys join up, and as I said, there will be a reward for the winner. So stay engaged. And also join the Discord chat. We'll be active throughout the World Cup, of course. And yeah, keep a lookout on the channel, guys. The timings are a little bit weird for this World Cup. There's some games that I might be able to watch live. Some of them I won't because they play at 10 a.m. Some of them are 4 p.m. even before I finish work. So it's going to be difficult. I might have to rewatch some of them. But of course, I will be doing some match reactions, especially for Argentina. As I said, I'm supporting Argentina kind of through this tournament. So keep a lookout on this channel for World Cup content. Inter content, of course, will be continued. And you guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Comment down below. Thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ciao ragazzi. Forza Inter, and I guess Forza Argentina.